episode 217. Thank you all for listening to episode 216, Warrior Games. I am, Cody remembers, I am Montes T. Baggin, here with my co-host,
Ricky Bobby.
Cody Cricket.
Cody Cricket. Rickety Cody Cricket.
Right. Hips and nips, unless we don't get to eat.
Goddamn! If you're gonna eat, I want that double cheeseburger with the double onion, double mayo, motherfucker. I was listening to that today, dude. I was listening to that Something to Wrestle when he's talking about Cornette when it happened, and I had to go back. Look, Parrot, whatever you do, I want you to go on YouTube, because you always hear us do the motherfucker and all that shit. No. But you haven't seen the actual thing happen. All you got to do is go onto YouTube and put in Jim Cornette, Dairy Queen, and you'll see it actually happen. It was legit. Gets out of his car. I got to drive 300 fucking miles, motherfucker. He's just going absolutely bonkers, man. You got to check it out.
I'll check that out. Check that out when we have permission.
All right, so we don't have intermissions here. We're without Bear today, which is kind of sad, and but that's okay. We'll still carry on the show in his honor. He had to work or some shit, or he's hanging out with Jason, who listens and contributes. Well, he hasn't contributed in feels like ever for the wrestling show. So, Jason, thanks for taking Bear, you dick. So we'll just have to continue on without him, and we'll do this in his honor. So thanks to Wes Anderson for Moments in Time. Check him out on Facebook, Wes Anderson Music. Give him a follow on Twitter at Songs by Wes. All right, PGA. So let's just talk about what happened last. Well, we kind of left off with the Open with DJ won the $15 million. And so right now, I'm going to share my screen. I see, Parrot, you're in here, but, I'll share it for Cody to see. We are down to the U.S. Open, and it's going to come down to me and Bear for the title. And we're at the U.S. Open. We got the Masters after this. Right now, Bear is at 717 points. I'm at 736. He's got a 19-point lead. So he's at 31.2 average. I'm at 32. What we had said, and I've been talking to Dan. You remember Dan, who helped us win the golf outing. Thanks to Dan. Shout out to Fake Francesca for helping us win that golf outing. He was I told him, I said, here's what's going to happen. I want to take Xander Schauffele this week. But what's going to happen is Bear's going to take him, and I'm going to be screwed. But at least I have Xander for the Masters, so you already know who my pick's going to be. I'm just not confident enough to take Tiger. And Bear's not here, so I just gave you Bear's pick, Xander Schauffele, for this week. And I am actually going to pick Hideki Matsuyama, who's been actually playing pretty well. He's middle of the road on the bets, but I think it's a good pick for me, and hopefully I can close the gap on Bear going into the Masters in November.
That's a good pick, man.
All right, let's see. Next would be my man, Cody Bryant. Who are you taking this week?
Well, I guess it don't really matter. For me, I don't think did I pick Webb Simpson? Yeah, I already picked Webb Simpson.
Webbington Simpson, you did.
You know what? Martin Kaymer.
Martin Keimer?
Keimer.
Come on, man.
He's the only person I haven't picked yet. One of the few I haven't picked this year.
Well, you could pick 130 goddamn guys. We've only had, 20-something tournaments?
Yeah, but I still want to pick somebody that's going to play.
25 tournaments.
But I'm not just going to pick Phil, the shot pro.
Yeah, no shit. But Phil Mickelson's not a bad pick. Phil choked here a while back, but we'll talk about that. Brandon is taking Rory McIlroy this week, and Parrot Bobby, who are you taking this week?
I am taking a long shot this week on the betting, but I'm going with Adam Scott.
I like it. Now, I'm going to, since Bear, usually this is Bear's forte in golf, I'm going to read what he had to say, and I'm going to quote him. So as I quote from Bear the Cub, or my brother in arms, Bobo T. Baggins, he says, yeah, in regards to Winged Foot West course where they're playing at the U.S. Open this week, he said, yeah, it's tough as fuck, LOL. It will play harder without fans to trample down grass on wild drives. This is where Phil choked by double bogeying in 2004. If anyone wins this under par, they should immediately be voted into the PGA Hall of Fame. Now, I was talking to Fake Francesca today, too, and we talked about it. He says he thinks the last time there, the time before that they played there, like 5 over was the winning score. 5 over.
Jeez.
That's a tough course. And you're talking about no fans there, like Bear said, trample down. Dude, we can't shoot that there. That course sucks. That's going to be hard as shit for us.
5 over.
And 5 over in 4 days? Bullshit.
Much
And you know 5 over is a 77, you some bitch. I don't see you shooting 77. Maybe from the ladies'
well, fine,
tees.
I'll shoot a. I never said what tees I'm hitting from.
Dude, I'd probably shoot a 177 if I just putted.
Well, you can't have more than double the holes, I think. Well, in PGA, it doesn't fucking matter, but we can't do that shit.
Very true.
All right. If you had to, like, let's say none of these guys are here. Who is the favorite to win this week? Is Justin Thomas or DJ probably?
I thought I had it pulled up.
I did too, but
Who won last year?
Oh, dude, I couldn't tell you. U.S. Open last year was like fucking forever ago. This guy moved back because of some pandemic going on. I don't know. You heard anything about it?
No, not really. Okay, so the odds to win betting favorites. I mean, DJ's plus 800. Rahm, Justin Thomas, Xander Schauffele, Colin Morikawa, Rory.
Schauffele.
So that would be the top. I think.
It reminds me of Brandon. No, that's not bad. I mean, I think we'll be okay. We'll
yeah,
go into it, see
the
what happens.
PGA experts I've seen, they're picking. They're split between Rahm and the old Xander Schauffele there.
Xander Schauffele, yeah. Schauffele, as Brandon, our old buddy Dub would say.
Gary Woodland is the defending champ.
There we go. He's a good player. You should have taken him, Cody.
Who?
Gary Woodland. He's a great golfer.
Man,
No,
he's still on the tour?
Yeah, you took him. Shit. You took him this year and he finished 12th for you.
That was a long time ago.
God damn, he finished 12th for you at the WGC Mexico. That's the one that Parrott won.
He's like a sneeze away from the senior tour, though, isn't he?
Yeah, he's pretty close. He's pretty goddamn close, man. All right. So we got to thank, we already thanked Wes Anderson. We got to thank Brandon All Wear Clothing. Visit him, allwearclothing.com. Can help with all your clothing needs. You can get shirts, hats, koozies, pants, stickers, posters, poster board, tablecloths. You know, if you're going to go out and sell some stuff as your business and maybe you're going to some of those events that are starting to open back up, he can do all of that for you. And hell, he did our shirt that's sitting right behind me in this picture. He could probably do a golf flag for us. I should look into that. I should have him make a golf flag for us, each of us. That'd be cool.
You should have him make the golf towels for us, too.
Ooh, that's a good idea, dude. Now you're thinking. I'm going to have to write that down. Since we all golf, that could be a gift for people. Golf towels. And we'll get the logo, each logo, both sides.
Right.
Goddamn!
Have one, and that'd be a cool one to have. Or divot.
Yeah.
So thank you to Brandon, All Wear Clothing, allwearclothing.com. What the hell? Is he taking a shit again?
Oh, I'm plugging my vape
I
in.
said, why are we seeing you squatting, man?
Dude, why am I looking at your junk?
Stop staring at it.
Well, move the damn camera.
I'm trying to plug my vape in.
I can't. Does your girlfriend ask you if that comes in adult sizes?
No, it only comes in a peewee.
All right. So
One size fits all.
one size fits all. So NASCAR at Richmond, Brad Keselowski won the race. He pretty much dominated. Truex was second. Joey Logano was third. They are at Bristol this week. And actually, I got to pull that up because they're at Bristol. This is the last race before they reset. Okay, so we got to take a look at the standings, the current standings. The last four are out. So it looks like, William Byron's out by 3. He's behind Clint Boyer. This is going to get down to it. So we know that Brad and Kevin, since they won the first 2 races, are into the next round guaranteed. And then Denny's third. I think he's already guaranteed because of how many points he's ahead. I think several of these guys already clinched. I think Joey, Denny, Brad, and Kevin are clinched. And then Martin would have to have some crazy shit happen. Austin, Dillon, Chase Elliott, Alex Bowman, Kyle Busch, Eric Almirola, Kurt Busch, and Clint Boyer are your top 12 right now. Outside looking in that have to essentially, I wouldn't say Byron has to win, but he's got to finish well, same as Cole Custer. But if they don't, they are going to be out. So you're looking at Byron, Custer, DiBenedetto, Ryan Blaney are on the outside looking in. But DiBenedetto, we went to this race last year in August. DiBenedetto was winning at the end, finished second. So, hey, maybe Matty D can get him a win. We will see. So updated standings, let's get over to this. We got to look at, it's coming down to Bear and Parrott. Bear is I got to scroll back up.
Bear's at 11.8.
He's at 330 points. I go by actual points.
Oh.
And you were at 350, so you were 20 behind with 8 races left. So you've got some time. This week's going to look pretty good. Bear is taking Kyle Busch, who has struggled this year, has not won a race. This is a good track for him to do it. He dominates here typically. And then also Brandon took Doucher McDouche, which is Kyle Busch to him. He hates Kyle Busch. He's a Chase Elliott fan. I myself am going to take the winner last time. I think it was in the spring. I'm going to take Brad Keselowski, even though he just won the most previous race. I think he'll still run well here. Jake, who you taking?
I am taking Denny Hamlin this week.
It's a good pick, man. It's a good pick. I'm just trying to come out of last place, so I'm trying to catch Cody Bryant or Dub. Looks like I'm closest to Cody. I'm at 474 points. Cody Bryant is at 429, so I still need 2 races to even catch him to get out of last. I'm playing Cody for last. So, Cody, who you got this week, man? You've taken Chase Elliott and Alex Bowman so far.
Because we don't reset yet, right?
We already reset, so that's why I said you've only taken Chase Elliott. Yeah, you've only taken Chase Elliott and Alex Bowman at this point. So you got everybody else available except those 2.
Oh, snap. All right. Then I will go. Let's see.
Cody Bryant.
Sure, Ryan Blaney. I'll go Ryan Blaney.
Yeah, he's on the outside looking in, man. Needs a win basically to get in. Not a bad pick. I like it. I like it a lot. So we'll see what happens this week. Bristol's always a fun track to watch. No fans, again, will be interesting. So looking forward to that. Let's see. Then we got Las Vegas, Talladega, Charlotte will be the next 3 in the next round to determine the final 8. And then Kansas, Texas, Martinsville will determine the final 4. Phoenix is your championship course. So we will see or your championship course. It's golf. Your championship race will be Phoenix. So we will see what happens. It's different than it has been every year, which is Miami. So we will get to that point when we do. So we also got to thank Sean, Crandall's Quadrant Landscaping. Give him a call, 419-704-5471. Serves the Toledo and surrounding areas and not
L.A.
Yeah, you know who else isn't serving L.A.? The Clippers. Which we'll get into that. We'll save that. We'll get into that in a little bit. But first, we got to get into some baseball. Let's get into some baseball. We'll talk about baseball, what's going on. Parrot, I know you put some stuff in here. I'm going to actually stop sharing my screen so I can take a look and a gander, my friend. We've got – what did you put in here in the notes? You put Oh yeah, tell us about the postseason. What are they doing with that?
Yeah, so the postseason this year, they expanded it from 10 to 16 teams to go into the playoffs. And they're gonna do wild card. They're gonna play at their home field, and then after the wild card round is over to start the divisional, they're all moving into a bubble, and then they will play in a bubble from there until the World Series, and then the World Series will be played in Arlington, Texas, at the Rangers' new ballpark, and every game will be played there, no matter who's in or who's not. So
Now, and why did they pick that?
I don't know why they essentially picked it. I mean,
Probably because the Rangers aren't going to make it. They have a 0 chance of making the
Yeah.
playoffs.
probably
Yeah, I
that.
got no chance.
Brand new ballpark. It's warm down there. I mean, that's my guess with it. I don't know the actual reasoning, but I would just guess, warm climate and brand new stadium. Yeah,
See.
I saw your Yankees put up a 20 bomb last night.
Well, they're fucking better, man. They had smoked before, but they're looking good. They've won 6 in a
Yeah.
row. So they're essentially in the playoffs. They've got a 99.9% chance of making it. 48 games in, 12 to go for them. Yeah, they're in. Red Sox officially out, which I love because fuck Boston. Don't care. Get the fuck out of here. Washington Nationals, you're defending World Series champions, 0.9% chance. They're essentially out. Pirates are out. Diamondbacks are out. Other teams still got a chance. So right now, 8 teams on each side. You've got the Tampa Bay Rays, 31-18. They are in. A's are in. White Sox are in. They're all your division leaders. Then you've got the Yankees, the Twins, and the Astros. The Indians are going to make it, and it looks like the Blue Jays. That looks like that's going to be your 8 teams going in to in the AL East, or the AL East, the AL, the American League. In the National League, you will have the Atlanta Braves already in, Cubs are in, Dodgers are in, Padres are in, man, 32-18. Would you, at the beginning of this season, we didn't really talk too much about the Padres. Are you kind of surprised they're there and how well they're doing with Tatis and now Machado?
Yes, I did not. Not like I said, none of us expected that. So I mean, they're playing great ball right now, and I mean, hopefully they keep it up. That'd be nice to see the Padres go far.
What say you,
offensively,
Cody?
I'm not surprised. No,
Yeah.
offensively, I'm not surprised. I figured they would put a lot of runs up and, get a lot of hits and a lot of RBIs and everything. I mean, I figured they would be really good on the offensive end.
Right.
What I'm most surprised with the Padres is their pitching.
Oh, dude,
Like their pitching staff, but yeah, their pitching staff has, I don't know what happened, but it's like a complete 180. I mean, the Padres were decent last year offensively, but their pitching was always garbage.
Dude, they were hot garbage last year. They had 682
Yeah.
runs given up, or they scored 682 last year.
Mm-hmm.
That was 200 less than your division winner Dodgers.
Right.
So a little more than.
And I mean, the Dodgers, the Dodgers, it seemed like every 3 at bats was a home run for them. So,
but look at the Yankees. They scored 943 runs last year.
Mm-hmm.
And then runs against. So like the Tampa Bay Rays had less runs against, and even the Indians had less runs against than the Padres scored. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah. I figured the Indians would have been a lot better than what they were this year, but that's, I don't know, that'd probably be but my biggest surprise is the White Sox. I mean, this is their best record since I think 2012.
Yeah,
Their
man,
first, they're on.
They've won 6 in a row too, man. They're hot.
Yeah, they're hot right now. So I think really what it's going to come down to in these playoffs basically is, is your pitching. If you don't have any decent pitching, you're not going to make it. Because it seems like everybody is scoring runs right now. And a lot of teams are coming in. There's a lot of teams coming in hot right now.
Yep. They, so we said the Padres are in, Dodgers are in, Cubs are in, Braves are in. So we've got 4 spots left, man. And it's close. I mean, right now,
Oh, yeah.
The Marlins are looking good shot at making it. The Phillies looking at a good shot. They would be two of the teams. The Cardinals are they're right there too. They're all separated by a game or two. Even the Reds, man, they're turning around. They've won 4 in a row. They're 24-26. They got an outside shot. They got a 45% chance.
Yeah.
Brewers at 22-26. They got a 50% shot.
Yeah. I mean, is there a team more overrated than the Phillies though right now?
I
My
hate the
God.
Phillies. I hope they don't make it. They're 4-6 in their last 10. You know, the Giants are right there, man. Like, you've got several of these teams. You've got the Cardinals, Reds, Brewers, Giants, Phillies, and even the Mets, all within basically 2 to 3 games. But granted, there's only 10 to 13 left, depending on what team you are. But granted,
right.
The Cards have 16 games left.
Now, have they have they talked about a backup bubble site since California may be engulfed in smoke?
Well, the
at
site's
the rate they're
Texas.
going right now?
Texas is the site.
No, there's two. There's going to be 2 sites.
Oh, there is?
For the playoffs, at least. Yeah, for the playoffs, I seen it was going to be California and Texas. I can't remember. I think which league. I can't remember. I think the National League was going to be in California.
Oh, National League.
And
they're probably in Cali.
Yeah, so I think the National League was going to be in Cali, and American League was going to be in Texas, and then the World Series was all going to be in Texas.
Right.
Yeah, it's all in Texas. So I don't know what they're going to do. I mean, they just postponed a game. Or no, it might have been in Seattle though. I think it was the A's and the Mariners game. They just postponed
this
because
is going
of
to
the
be
air
huge
quality.
for them, though. This will be huge for them, though.
Yeah.
Because of having 16 teams in it. That's big. That's going to get a lot of things.
Right.
Yeah, it's going to be best of 3. Top 4 seeds in each league hosting. Oh yeah, they host a wild card series. That's right. In the regular season, home ball, like Parrott said. Final 8 teams will shift to the bubble environments.
Yeah.
Huh.
So it'll be exciting, man. It's the first time in a while the playoffs have been this exciting.
So the AL Championship Series will be at San Diego's Petco Park. National League will be at Globe Life.
San Diego. Okay.
So they're switching it. So San Diego's at least way south. I know there's fires everywhere.
Right.
At least it's way south. And it makes sense why they did that. They put the AL in an NL park, and the NL's going to the AL park. So that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It'll be nice, man. I can't wait, man. And Cole Hamels is coming back for Atlanta. All that money they threw down the drain, he's finally coming back.
You know what? I don't know if you saw this. I'm sure you did. Did you know the last couple days there were actually very little to no clouds in the sky, but it looked overcast because of all the smoke from out west is coming through the air? That is insane. Yeah.
That's scary, ain't it?
Man, it's I feel for those people, and it's a tragic situation. You hate to hear that for anybody, and it's just tragic. So hopefully, we wish them all the best out there, and it's just tough. Everything going on, it's real tough.
Yeah.
All right. So last but not least, we got to thank, and this is going to you, Cody, Connell Barrett, datingtransformation.com.
All right, it's going to be off the top, man. Okay, so if you want to create a little smoke and a little fire in your bubble, wherever it may be, contact Connell Barrett at datingtransformations.com. Currently number 3 on the Google Play and apps. Go ahead and download that. Make that number 2. He can help you out with coaching, dating tips. Get your pictures, get those selfies right on the Tinder, the Bumble, or wherever you want to be. And that way you can have somebody join you in your bubble and not get kicked out. So, call Connell Barrett at datingtransformations.com, man. Make a little smoke in that tent.
we go. She don't want the smoke. There we go. All right. Let's go on to the NBA. Parrot, I'll let you take this one.
Well, as many of you know, the Clippers are the latest team to blow the 3-1 lead.
So first off, before you go on with that, is Doc Rivers out?
He should be.
Yep.
In my opinion, he should be out.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah, they need to change. They need something. I mean, granted, that team, they just threw it all together this year, and there were a lot of injuries, and I mean, Kawhi didn't play, the majority of the season, and then you move into the bubble environment, and then you get guys that get kicked out or leave the bubble and come back, and then they have to sit. So, but I think they need a new coach, man. Doc Rivers, the first coach in NBA history to give up a 3-1 lead.
2 different times.
So, or second or whatever.
Yeah, because he did it with Detroit
But
the day, didn't he?
so he, I don't know. I think he'll be out. I don't really know who or what they'll do with that team, but I don't know, man. They were kind of snake bit from the beginning, with Kawhi not playing a lot of games, and I think their defense kind of at the wings kind of killed them too. I mean, Patrick Beverly.
Go ahead. Let's say that, and then I mean you can't have Paul George and Kawhi going. They had 0 points in the fourth quarter, and then I saw reports of guys saying they were very fatigued in Game 7, not wanting to go in for more than 3 minutes at a time, saying they were gassed. I mean that all comes down to conditioning too. I mean there's a lot of factors that went into this, but Doc Rivers should be out. Lead, good for them. Nuggets are on to the Western Conference Finals to play LA Lakers.
And to lose to LA, right?
Hopefully. That starts Friday. And last night, Miami.
Oh, God damn.
Boston, Ben Adebayo with the awesome block.
Bam. Dude, Bam, that was a sick fucking block.
Yeah.
And first off, the Celtics, I knew, dude, I stopped watching because I had shit to do last night, and they were up by 13 in the third. I'm like, it's going to go to overtime. They're going to lose, whatever. I turn it back on. It's overtime. I'm like, of course. We get to the end. Tatum is trying to take it. I'm like, look, man, give Kemba the ball. Tatum is a star in the making, but he missed a couple shots. He missed that dunk. Now, granted, that was an insane block by Bam. But if Jason would have came in and threw that shit down like a man, that shit wasn't getting blocked.
Two hands.
It wasn't getting blocked.
Going
like a man.
I don't think he anticipated Bam coming over to make that block.
Dude, I got to give Bam all the credit in the world because he came over to stop that. So this series, if they end up winning the series in 7 or what have you, thank Bam.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This might be the actual finals right here because this will be the best series, honestly. That Heat Celtics series, that's gonna be the best one.
Good. Oh yeah, and nobody thought that this would happen except Bear. Bear did call it. I'll give him that. Bear did call it Celtics Heat. I said I think the Heat beat the Celtics. I don't think they match up well. They look pretty good matching up, but if the Heat get there, whoever gets there, I hope the Eastern Conference wins. I wouldn't be mad. I'm not mad if any of the 4 teams win. As a Celtics fan, I don't want to see the Lakers win. That's just me being a Celtics fan. Sorry, fuck you, Cody. And but if I think we can all agree the Nuggets have the most outside shot to win this.
Yep.
But I'm going to tell you right now, as I watched them play against the Clippers, wouldn't be surprised if they pulled it out. And I also don't want –
I was going to say the Lakers have the same trouble that the Clippers had. They don't have perimeter defense.
Dude, they got fucking LeBron and AD. I don't give a shit.
Who's guarding? Okay, so then, all
Who the
right,
fuck's
fine.
gonna guard LeBron?
You put
Who's gonna guard LeBron?
what?
Who's guarding LeBron?
It don't matter if the other team can't play any defense.
Well, nobody's
If
guarding
the Lakers
LeBron.
can't, and you know what? They said that same thing about who's going to guard Kawhi. They figured out a way to guard Kawhi, and Jamal Murray went off for 40 points on more than one occasion on both of them, Paul George and Kawhi. The problem is who's going to guard Jokic.
Yeah. Bad mofo,
Who's
man.
going to guard Jokic?
About Murray.
And then who's going to guard Jamal Murray? Who you going to put on Jamal Murray? And then,
Rondo.
you know, if Jeremy Grant plays the same way he did in the semis and the conference finals, who's going to guard him?
Well,
You
look,
going to put Deion
whatever
Waiters on him?
whatever happens, I don't want the fucking Lakers to win because that means they'll tie the Celtics for most championships in history. I can't have that, Cody. Can't have that. Can't have it, Cody Bryant.
I thought they already had that when they beat them last time.
No, they got 16. Celtics got 17.
Oh.
So,
But I mean, I don't know, man. The Lakers got a problem coming up.
Yeah.
Who's gonna guard Jamal Murray? You can't put Rondo on him.
He's a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, ever since
Underrated,
Rondo's been back, he's been good for one game.
He's a bad man.
Yeah. And I mean, if Russell Westbrook wasn't old Russell Westbrook, like if he was young Russell Westbrook, like I mean, he was torching the Lakers guards, man. He just can't hit a shot.
I just need you to know, by the way, just real quick, baseball. Yankees are up 3-0. Mayhew has a home run, and Higashiyaka has a home run too. Chu, yes, he has a home run. And Judge is back. Just want to throw that out there. So lineup's back in pretty much full swing. But anyway, back to basketball. What do you guys think? How's each series going to go? How many games? Who wins? Who gets to the final?
I'm gonna go Western Conference, Lakers in 6, and I'm going Miami in 7.
Yeah, I've got the exact same, to be honest with you. Miami in 7 and Lakers in 6.
Think they'll both.
I don't know, man. Dude, I got the Heat in 6. I got the Heat in 6, and with Jimmy Buckets winning the MVP, like I said back before the season started, and everybody looked at me like I was crazy. I said if the Heat make the playoffs, then Jimmy Butler should get the MVP.
By the way, nobody's winning a title for the NBA this year since none of us picked it right.
No, yeah.
All of us lost the Clippers. I don't think any of us have any teams left. We have Rockets,
no, I don't think we
Bucks,
do. Nobody does.
Clippers, 76ers. They're all out.
Yeah, nobody does. Ain't that some stuff, man?
Well, now wait a minute. 'Cause Parrott was the only one that said that Miami was the sleeper team, right?
I did say
that
Miami.
was his sleeper team, yeah. But I picked the Pacers as my sleeper team, and they managed to make the playoffs.
Hey, man, I picked the Hawks. I picked a legit team to be a sleeper. A team that sucks, and they still suck.
Dude, the Pacers were terrible without Oladipo.
Yeah, this is a good point.
And then he came back. You know, that was the reason why they made it to the playoffs once he came back. But, you know, I said if the Miami Heat, I don't think the Heat were even going to make the playoffs, let alone be where they are right now.
Yeah, no shit.
Even with Jimmy Butler.
Well, I need you to know my sleeper team finished second to last. They were 20 and 47.
Oh, they never woke up. So you got a chance next year.
I got better luck next year. But the Pacers can't be a damn sleeper team when they finish in the 3 to 6 seed every damn year.
No, they don't.
Motherfucker, yeah, they do.
They didn't make the playoffs last year.
Here, let's go see where they were last year. They were
At
the
home?
They were the 5 seed, bitch. So you can kiss my ass. They were the 5 seed. And then the year
Was that
before
before Oladipo got hurt?
year before that, guess what they were? The 5 seed. Year before that, guess where they were? The 7 seed. They were still there. Year before that,
Yeah,
guess
but
where they were? The 7 seed. So they've been in the
That's the
playoffs.
Eastern Conference.
Motherfucker, I don't care. They've been in the damn playoffs
That's
every
the
year.
Eastern
So
Conference. And that was
2014-15
with
is the last time they didn't make it, and they finished 9th, and they were tied the same amount of games with the Nets, but the Nets had the tiebreaker.
dude. The only reason they made the playoffs this year was because they had the bubble, and Oladipo had time to come back. Oladipo wasn't even supposed to come back this year.
Dude, they would have still made that shit.
Oh, the East is that bad, but still.
Dude, they were 45-28. So even in that, so they played what, 73 games, right? 73 games. They played 73. Why'd they play 73? Oh, they usually play 82. So they played 73
Yeah.
games. They were still, Cody Bryant, they were still 22 games ahead of 9th place. 22 games.
Man, it's
22.
the East.
I don't
the
give
East.
a fuck. Proving
The
my point.
Hawks ain't no sleeper. They just sorry.
I know they sorry. That's why they were going to be a sleeper, but they still sorry.
That ain't no sleeper. They never woke up. They still in bed.
Yeah, I know. COVID got Trae Young, man. Took him out.
No, it didn't.
In my eyes, it did. It messed with his head, man. It gave him some mental health issues.
Yeah.
All right, so fun stat that I saw: the Clippers are now 0-8 all time when they have a chance to clinch a conference finals berth. So 3 of them are this year, though, right? Because they were up 3-1.
Well, I believe.
All right.
Can't blame Chris Paul for this one.
Nope, cannot. All right, so I want to look at something real quick. So LeBron, I see this most All-NBA, and that's what I'm going into actually, most All-NBA selections in history, 16. So the first team All-NBA broke a tie with Kareem, Kobe, and Duncan. So I'm going to go over the first team. You tell me what you guys think. So you got Luka Doncic, James Harden, LeBron James, Greek Freak, Anthony Davis. Do you like it?
I'm happy with that.
I don't know, man. I still don't understand that Kawhi disrespect.
Well, here, let me give you the second team. Let me give you second and third team while I'm at it.
Unless
All-NBA
they
second.
took point.
Let me give you All-NBA second team. I'll give you them all. Damian Lillard, Chris Paul, Kawhi Leonard, Pascal Siakam, Nikola Jokic. NBA third team, Ben Simmons, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, Jason Tatum, Rudy Gobert.
Ooh. I don't know. What was the point guard on the NBA first team?
Luka.
Yeah, see now. They wanted to give him something so bad.
Dude, he was stud though, man.
Yeah, but he turns the ball over a lot too.
Man, you are always hating on Luka.
No, I'm not hating on Luka. But I mean, he's not all NBA first team. That he's not. He's all NBA, but he ain't all NBA first team.
Yeah, man, they needed
Not above
diversity. They
Kawhi.
needed a white-looking dude in there. They needed diversity the other way, man.
Not over Kawhi, not over Damian Lillard or Chris Paul. Those two guys single-handedly carried their teams to the playoffs.
Well, did you see this stuff though? They're talking about trying to get Greek Freak over to the Mavs to play with Luka.
And Kristaps Porzingis.
There's going to be a lot of teams going after Giannis.
Yeah, they're talking about trading. Here's some of the things they're saying that they would do. Tim Hardaway Jr., Seth Curry, the best one, Dorian Finney-Smith, Maxi Kleber, 2 first-round picks for him. Another one was Hardaway, Curry, Powell, Brunson, 2 first-round picks, and 2 second-round picks for Greek Freak. And then, dude, I think that'd be a good I think he'd do well.
Hell
You think
no.
he'd do well in Dallas?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe. Because they wouldn't have to rely on him to shoot as much. Because Luka and Porzingis are better shooters than Giannis. I mean, they'd be able to play more up tempo, but then who are you going to have? Who are your guards going to be? Who are you going to have on the wings? I mean, granted, they're going to be pretty big just with the 3 of them. They're going to be pretty big, but I mean, Giannis is what? He's 6'10", 6'11"?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, he's a 7. Yeah. And I mean, Porzingis is 6'11" as well. So, you got 2 7-footers basically that can run the floor and handle the ball. And then you have Luka that can shoot and handle the ball. But then, they'd be pretty good, I guess.
I think you're hitting the right thing though. Is you got to look at Greek Freak. You got to look at Giannis. He's not LeBron. LeBron can play with anybody. Giannis can't. And we've seen that in what's happened to them in the past. If they don't have the right supporting cast around him, he doesn't do well. That's why he can't get out of anywhere in the playoffs.
Giannis needs better shooters.
Yeah, he does.
If you're going to surround him with guys that's going to let Giannis drive to the basket and kick, then you need better shooters. Like Chris Middleton, he's a good shooter, but he's not a great shooter.
And you need somebody that can make those late shots late in the game. I'm sorry to interrupt because that's not him yet. That hasn't come up yet. He hasn't developed that.
No, Giannis has no jump shot whatsoever.
No. 3-pointer, pull-up threes, any of that.
Yeah, he's a bigger, stronger Ben Simmons, honestly. So, Eric Bledsoe isn't a shooter. They had Kyle Korver, they had Kyle Korver. But, I mean, he's to the point now, he was coming off the bench. So when you have that, you really don't have any shooters in Milwaukee. So that's what they're going to have to do. If Giannis is going to stay in Milwaukee, they're going to have to surround him with guys that can shoot a lot better. I mean, what they have right now is good. Yeah, I mean, what they have right now is good. But if they're going to be great, they're going to need better shooting.
Dude, and if he wants to go to a team and play with great players, either A, Milwaukee's got to get him players, or B, he's got to go somewhere where he knows he has the best opportunity to win championships. And Dallas, for him, is going to be the opportunity to win a bunch of championships. They're not there yet. And granted, you got Kristaps, which would be good, and him and Giannis down low and Luka up, man, that's tough. I don't think they get in that first year. They're not going to be like the Celtics, that can win with the big 3 right away. But those were all veteran players at that point. These guys aren't.
But then they also can't play. You can't expect these guys to play, 40 minutes a night, and that's what they're going to have to do. If he goes to Dallas, that's what's going to have to happen.
Right.
Because if they do that proposed trade, if you give up Seth Curry and Tim Hardaway Jr., then, that's essentially you're scoring off the bench.
Right.
So who's going to score points when, eventually they're going to have to get some rest?
Dude, they'll get some old veterans in there because they'll be like, we want to play with them young cats.
Oh, man. There ain't none left. I mean, an old veteran is, basically LeBron at this point in time in the league.
Oh, I was going to say Rondo. His ass will go play somewhere.
Right?
No,
man, that might be Russell Westbrook's next stop. Shit.
Yeah, no shit, right? All right. So those are your teams. I mean, we'll see what's up, man. All right, what about we got to go out to the NHL. So updating the playoffs. Right now, Tampa Bay is up 3-2 on the Islanders. Islanders pulled it out last night, and Dallas beat Vegas. Thank you. Dallas knocks out Vegas, so I'm the only one with the opportunity to win an NHL title this year. However, if the Islanders lose, Dub wins the tournament title for the NHL. So that would give Dub 4 titles for him. So we will see what happens there. All right. What's the big news? You got to give it to me, Parrot. Big news out of the NCAA.
The Big Ten is officially back, and I am so excited. On October 24th, when they start, it has been a great day for me in the Big Ten.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Or wait, what was that? I'm so excited I just can't hide it. But what was that from Saved by the Bell? I'm so excited. When she took the fucking caffeine pills. I'm so excited. I'm scared. Fucking
Well, I talked to one of those guys, one of the Big Ten presidents, and I said, "Man, what the hell? What's going on, man? I thought you were going to stick to your guns." He said, "Well, we took a look at the books, and the book said we got to go get this money."
Yeah.
That's just what he said.
So you're telling me
it is what it is.
So you're telling me
get
to
this
call
money.
this one. We got to call this one Money Book.
Yeah.
Right.
Let me see. I just seen it earlier today. This is courtesy of Deadspin. Talking about the Big Ten coming back. The amount of money that schools were, just Big Ten schools now. Just like total, based off of like total revenue from 2019 is, now it doesn't want to cooperate. Conferences like the Big 12. Well, okay, I'll go to the very beginning. Like the 98% of the NCAA's revenue comes from the NCAA tournament. So After that, you have college football. And a lot of the schools that have college football, a lot of their total revenue comes from that. So, total, like the Big 12's total revenue from 2019 was $439 million. And that's just from the conference. Yeah, so that's anywhere between $38 to $42 million. ACC, their school payouts are anywhere between 27.5 to 34 million. The SEC, there's 721 million. Those schools their average payout is $45 million. So now you get to the Big Ten with their conference total revenue from 2019 was more than $781 million. So between the 12 longest standing members of the Big Ten, because there's 14 teams now, $55.5 million went to each school. And that's just off, revenue share, like just based off the revenue. Here, just the amount of money that the football program brings in to most of the Big Ten schools, this actually surprised me. Purdue, they bring in $55 million to the school. Rutgers, 26. The highest pick brought in is by Michigan. They bring $122 million into the school. Michigan State, $75 million, and Ohio State, $115 million, and Penn State, $100 million. So, if you don't have a season, just think, $100 million at some of these schools. It's anywhere. Let's see, Rutgers was the lowest at $26.5 million, and then Michigan was $122 million. You had 3 schools in the $50 million range. Iowa was at $81 million. Even Nebraska, $90 million. Northwestern and Minnesota, around $65 million. So, are you really willing to leave that money on the table? That much money on the table by not having a season? So, I mean, you just, because, essentially the science hasn't changed. There's nothing different between what we know about COVID in the beginning than what we do now. Was it that myocardia or whatever it was? What is that? That enlarged heart muscle that they
Myocardial
have?
infarction.
Yeah, I mean that's still going. Um, you've had former college players die from complications of COVID. There was one that died earlier this year that played college football. The University of California, Pennsylvania, or something like that. He was the son of a former Pittsburgh Steeler. Let me see. Let me get this kid's name right. Jermaine Stevens, a defensive tackle at California University of Pennsylvania. He was the son of Jermaine Stevens, and he died on September 11th from complications of COVID. So, you do have college football players that have died. You have a case of one dying from COVID, but you got to take in the context. What's the worst case scenario? If you already have worst case scenario, and let's go get this money. I don't know if you guys seen LSU. They've had multiple cases since the season started of COVID. Ed Orgeron came. Ed Orgeron came out. Yeah, he said that they've had cases. He doesn't know how many, which I think is
I know
some
we got
BS.
We got the COVID. Go Tigers.
Yeah.
Go COVID.
Right. Exactly.
Get the COVID. Go Tigers.
Yeah. So I mean,
How he distracts everybody.
I
Go
don't know,
Tigers.
Right. So I guess if you're gonna get, I would do it too. If if you sit there and tell me that, hey, we might lose $100 million. Michigan, they have. I just seen recently there's a total of 21 jobs that they've cut out of the athletic department already. And then out of those 21, they've only filled 6. So, if Michigan's doing that, think about all the other schools in the Big Ten. Something like this could decimate a whole school. So,
we've got
you got to do
plenty
it.
of time to talk about decimating how the Big Ten, how they're going to play out. We've got a month. I think October 24th is the date they come back. Am I right there, Parrott?
Yes.
To Nelson?
Yes, you are correct.
Thank you, Parrott. We'll see what happens. We got a lot of time yet, until that happens. They could cancel all these damn seasons as far as we know.
Another big thing,
right?
Too,
that's true.
Me and Gary were talking about before the show. What happens come playoff time?
Yeah.
Right.
You made a good point. Like a 9-1 SEC team might look better than an 8-0 Ohio State team.
Right, because are they still doing like a Big Ten championship and like SEC championship and all that? I would assume they are, but
they might. Big Ten will probably come out with more shit as they get there. But if you look at it, man, they're going to have to play. Like if they come back, let me pull this up. Just give me a second here. If they come back, you said they're going to play 8 games, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Don't call me Shirley. All right. So if you go into October, so let's go into Saturday. So the 24th, and they play Halloween, that'd be 2. The 7th, the 14th, 21st, 28th, so that would be 6 games. The 5th of December would be 7. The 12th would be 8. So the 19th would be the Big Ten, or the 26th, because you're getting into bowl season. Like,
right.
I don't know if they're going to have a Big Ten championship.
I don't know. There's a lot that needs to be
Yeah.
figured out. There's a lot that the people.
You know what they should do? They should.
Mhm.
This is the year they should make a goddamn 18 playoff.
Right.
Stop
This
being
is
bitches and do it. They can do it this year. Every other damn
They
league's
have an
adding
excuse to
16
do it.
teams. Yeah, they have an excuse.
Yeah, I mean-
try it out. Try it out. Here's your year to
Yeah.
try out and give an
Here's
excuse.
your excuse to do it. Yeah, exactly. Well, we had a COVID shortened season. Let's try this 18 tournament out and see what happens.
Oh, dude, it would draw so huge.
Yeah. And that's the thing too. You got to get, you got to get these TVs, get the TV money. The
Get that
SEC
TV
wasn't going to
money.
leave that CBS money. Yeah. Yeah, they weren't leaving that money on the table. I thought we already seen what would happen if Ohio State played a one-loss SEC team.
Man, shut up. We beat their
I'm
beat
just
their
saying.
ass. We just can't beat
I'm just
Clemson.
saying.
Beat that ass. Just can't beat Clemson. Last year they got robbed though. Last year they
No,
got
they
robbed.
didn't.
Bullshit.
No,
Get
they
the
didn't.
fuck out of here.
If they
got
ended
robbed.
the game, if that game was only two
Man.
quarters, there was still two more
Man,
quarters
get the
left after
fuck
that.
out of here. It's just like
There's two
Dallas.
quarters left after that.
I'm done with you. We're getting into the NFL now.
No.
Now we're about to talk
All
about
right,
how
good. 'Cause
Dallas
I
got
would say,
fucked.
And
if
Cincinnati.
I was going to say, if there was anybody that got robbed over in football, it was Dallas. But that was still questionable.
Thank you.
Oh,
No,
and
we'll get into that. They got robbed twice. Now I'm going to get into both. But before we get into that, I got to update the standings. So give me a minute because we're going to talk about how the Bengals got fucked. But theirs was kind of, it could have went either way. I talked to Justin,
Which
who is
one, the
also a
Bengals or-
Bengals fan. Yes. I talked to Justin, who's a Bengals fan. He's like, he could see where it went either way on that
Okay.
penalty call.
Don't get me wrong. I see how it could have went either way, but the fact that the kicker missed a chip shot field goal and had a hammy issue or whatever the hell it was.
Well, that's not a fluke. That shit happens. I'm saying Dallas got royally fucked. Like,
They ain't get royally fucked. But
man, get the fuck out of me, Cody.
it
I'm
wasn't.
I'm about to reach
It
through the
wasn't
screen
royally.
and slap the shit out of you. I'm going to break
It
your other
wasn't-
Achilles, motherfucker.
It wasn't
Get you in a goddamn
royally.
Boston crab. Cross-faced chicken wing. Get you in something.
I mean, now if you're gonna say they got robbed, okay, fine, but it wasn't no royally.
Man, Jalen
it wasn't
Ramsey-
that bad.
Jalen Ramsey's going to be up for the 2021 Academy Award for his goddamn
Hey.
performance.
It depends on which angle you've seen it from. I mean, if you go letter
No,
of
I
the
completely
law,
agree, dude. I completely agree. When they were running it from the side at full speed, when it happened, I'm like, oh, shit, we got pass interference on
Yeah.
Dallas. That's a pass interference.
Yeah.
Then when they turn it, you're like, oh, shit, that was just some damn good performance. That was some good acting.
yeah, because at first I was mad at. You know what I mean? Jalen
Yeah.
Ramsey,
Have it.
he ain't Deion. All right, he's
I
not
agree.
Deion.
No,
He's
he
not. He's not even Richard Sherman. He ain't Richard Sherman. He ain't Darrell Revis. He is not. He is overrated. And not only did the Rams give a bunch of money to an overrated quarterback, they gave a bunch of money to an overrated cornerback. So now on both sides of the ball, we're screwed.
Oh, dude. And I tell you what, like, I know you're a Rams fan. Here's my thing, okay? Looking at that game, and then we're going to get into the standings and shit. And we'll talk about a few games
Yeah.
first. So I just want to talk about the Bengals game. Okay, so we'll talk about that because Parrott was upset that their kicker pulled a fucking muscle. That's the Bengals, though, man.
It's 100% the Bengals. That offensive PI, going back to that could have went either way. I'm not mad of that it went. I'm mad that it went against us. Okay, but like I said, it could have gone either way. It would have.
Oh, that fucked the podcast, by the way.
It did, but
We'd be right there.
so did your Cowboys, man.
Damn bungles.
So did your Cowboys.
Oh, yeah, that fucked us in the pod.
The fact that
What up, Taylor? Hold up. Taylor, come back.
She was trying to sneak in and then realized she got caught, so she ran away.
Yeah.
See, we got dancing baby.
That's what we do. All right. So anyway, back to the show that we're talking about. So yeah, like I think the Chiefs beating the Texans, not surprised. Go ahead, Perrick. What were you gonna say?
I just wanted to finish that off. The only the positive that I did take out of that game, Joe Burrow at the end of that game, yeah, he threw the pick on the second to last drive off that dumb little shovel pass that was stupid, but he still drove him right down the field. He looked great.
Dude, he did. He looked solid.
Really good. Said mad about the PI, and then super pissed off about the chip shot missed field goal, but you can't do anything about pulling a hammy or whatever. Should have won the game. Moving on,
Right.
The Cowboys fucked us too.
Well, okay. So first off, the Eagles fucked everybody because the Washington football team comes out and beats
Right.
the Eagles. The Patriots.
How do you
beat the
lose to a
Dolphins.
team with no name after being up by 17?
Yeah, and it's 17-0. And then Vikings. We all had the Vikings. They lost.
Aaron Rodgers.
We all had the Colts. Oh, dude, he looked great. We all had the Colts. They lost.
Yep.
We all had the Lions. They choked. They had
Cool. Did
talk
they?
about it.
All right. So, yeah, I was gonna say. So when Matt Patricia getting fired? What's his excuse now?
Hopefully by week 8.
I was say, what's the excuse now? Because at first it was Matt Stafford was hurt, and then it was he had just got there. Nah, man, you got plenty of time. You've been there, 3 years now?
Right.
The third season?
But see, as I get into some of these picks, some of them I kind of question that you guys took, like the Panthers and the Raiders. I can see it either way. It was a close game. Thankfully, we took the Raiders as a podcast. We all took the Bills. 4 of 5 of us took the Ravens. Look at that fucking idiot over there that took the Browns. What the hell is wrong with you?
Who took the Browns? I took the Browns.
Yeah, you took the Browns.
Oh. Well, hell, I figured this would be the one time that Baker Mayfield would show that he's an actual quarterback instead of an overrated jackass.
He's an overrated jackass.
Yeah, I know it. I figured he would at least be able to hit.
He is Tim Couch reincarnated.
Oh, wow. Wow, you went Tim Couch on him, though?
Oh, don't worry. Wait till we get to this shit.
I would have at least gone. Yeah, I don't know.
Went Tim Couch on him. So
I wouldn't even give him Tim. I wouldn't give him Tim Couch. At least Tim Couch, when he was upright, could hit guys open.
Shit.
I mean, he's more of a Kelly Holcomb than he is Tim Couch.
He's fucking Joe Theismann with a broken leg. So we'll see. We'll see
He
what's
is
up.
Baker Mayfield is a joke, dude.
He is.
He's a joke.
So 3 out of 5 of us took the Sea Chickens, thank God. Only one of us took the Chargers, which was Bobo T. Baggins. That would be my brother Bear. All of us took the Niners, who lost. But I did say, if you remember, do not be surprised if the Cardinals pull this out. And they did. And Saints, 3 of us took the Saints. Now, let's back up here. I want you guys to tell me, do you regret taking the Bucs now? Or do you think this is just a fluke? They're still going to do well this year.
I don't regret taking the Bucs. I think they'll still do decent this year, but I mean, Brady being in a completely new system, the first time in 18, 19 years, whatever the hell it is.
Ever.
Yeah, ever. He's only with the Patriots.
I mean, I don't.
Right. Brady is a system quarterback.
There's an adjustment period.
So, no, I agree. And one of us took the Rams, Dub. All of us took the Steelers and Titans, so that worked out for us. So just to update his standings for us ourselves, Dub has 10, so he is in the lead. Bobo and myself have 9, and Parrot and Cody both have 6. You guys are doing great. So in the pod, in our wonderful, wonderful, wonderful group, 5 people are tied for first. So Al Bundy scored 4 TDs. That would be Jeremy. Jay Serta, Eric Green, Miracle, Justin on the Twitter all have 5. Now, where is Vialise? Did he change his name? Jeremy, oh, there he is. The champ, Vialise. He's behind us. We're always tied with us right now. So 5 teams have 11. The ex-wife, bitch, has 10. And then us, the champ, Vialise, Wake, Let's Go Hagen all have 9. The effin' Parrot has 8. Eric has 7. We played Eric in our sports outing. Remember Eric? Good man. Jay Kirsch with 7, and Pod Dad, who may or may not be my father, with 6. So he did what you guys did. So thankfully he's not picking.
Well, you got it. Yeah, in our defense, there's a lot of games that went away that they shouldn't have went.
No, in our defense, you're absolutely right.
This week now. But Tom Brady looked everything like a system quarterback that we've said he. Well, I don't know. I know I've said it before.
Right. You're absolutely right. You said it before.
Y'all tried to dog me when I said it, but
he's still the GOAT.
Because now Tom,
He's still the GOAT.
System quarterback.
He's still the
and
GOAT.
He's shown it.
Six Super Bowls. He's the GOAT.
And now he has no excuses now.
Motherfucker, it's one game. It's one game.
I know, but I know, but you can't just be, getting all these dudes together and posting it on Instagram and everything else. When Brady was sneaking dudes down the Jeter World and having these little mini camps with the guys.
Was he handing out gift bags?
He might have, yeah. Hell.
He hands out them gift bags. But no, you're right. No, I completely agree with you with that. I completely agree. But I do want to get to this on how Dallas got fucked. So, first off, just going to say, earlier in the game, and Bear and I were texting throughout the game because we're both Cowboys fans. They got screwed when Sean McVay's coming up trying to call timeout when the clock expired. Now, they went from 3rd and inches, which would have been 3rd and 5, back to 3rd and inches. Mm-hmm. Never got the timeout. It clearly said 0. They gave the timeout. It was bullshit. That led to a touchdown. Now, Dallas,
they gave it to him now.
Now, hold up. They didn't give him that. But later on, Dallas did slap the shit out of Jared Goff in a helmet, and they got a pick out of it, so it worked out. So that was the wash on that one. But like you said, Jalen Ramsey, give him the Academy Award. Piece of shit, got burnt. And then Michael Gallup.
He was getting torched all game.
Oh, dude, Michael Gallup torched him. And
he got torched the whole game, dude.
No. Dak didn't – he doesn't look like a $35 million a year quarterback, which I've always said. He's got all the weapons around him. There's no reason they should have only scored 17 points. Absolutely none. So
who's the offensive coordinator?
What's that?
Who's Dallas's offensive coordinator?
Kellen Moore.
Oh, well.
He's all right. Dude, they'll put up points. He's calling good play. They had a lot of good plays and good calls. A few I was suspect, on when they called him. But Dak's throwing a ball. And you got to put it in spots where they can catch him. And he did have time. But, man, Aaron Donald, bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
That dude, he got in there a few times. Dak's got to get rid of the ball. You can't sit there and be like, he's been blessed having this O-line that can block for him all the time, but now he's like, oh, shit, I'm about to get sacked. He's got to get rid of the ball quicker. So, don't care.
Well, this line is different, right? And aren't there 2 different guys on the line this year?
3.
Okay. So, yeah, he's got to get rid of the ball. Yeah. But I don't know, man. That OPI, I seen that, and I'm thinking. At first, when I seen it, I said this motherfucker done flopped because he got torched again.
Right.
And then they threw the flag, and I'm like, oh wow, they bailed him out. But then, in real time, it could have went either way.
Right.
If they were gonna call it. He called it. It could have went either way. Me personally, I wouldn't have called it, and I'd have told Jalen Ramsey, you got burnt up all game. What you crying now for?
Right. Dude, I agree. Well.
Because he ate him alive that whole game. No, he had nothing.
Well, let's get into our picks for this week. All right, Thursday night, Browns and Bengals. Cody Bryant.
Bengals.
Parrott.
God. Man. I want. Bengals.
They won't have to worry this year. I said
Well,
the Bengals don't have to worry about kicking field goals because they scoring TDs all game.
Well, I just got to throw this out there that Bobo and Dub both took the Browns.
And you're taking the Browns.
I'm taking the Bengals.
Are you?
I am. I'm not losing faith yet. I think they can kick the shit out of the Browns, and I hope they do. But if they lose for me this week, fuck you, Parrot. I'm done with them.
That's fine. I'll be done with them too after this.
All right, here we go. Giants at Bears. Bobo took the Bears. Dub took the Giants. Fuck. I'm going to take the Giants.
Really? Cody, who you got?
Oh boy. I don't watch Monday Night Football. I'm gonna go with the Bears, man.
Up to you, Parrot.
Never know.
Taking the Bears?
What's that?
You taking the Bears?
I want to. Fuck.
There you go, man. Dude, if you want to, go with your gut, man.
Yeah,
Hey, money making Mitch might throw 3 TDs in one quarter again.
just because they're at home.
Because here's what happens: if the Browns win, I hope the Giants win, because I gotta show Bear that we made the right decision at least one of the times. Because he's got the Bears, but he's gonna be upset when he sees we took the Bengals. So that's all right though. All right, Falcons and Cowboys. I got the Cowboys, which gives us the Cowboys as a podcast. Who you got, Parrot?
I'm going Dallas.
Do they play this week?
Falcons.
Do they play this week? Ooh. Man. Falcons didn't look too good
Dallas.
this week. I'm going to go Dallas. This is their second time, too, with them. They let me down this time. I'm done with them.
All right, Lions and Packers. We got Packers across the board.
Yep.
Yeah, Packers.
All right, Titans or Jags at Titans. We got Titans across the board.
Yeah.
Who did the Jaguars beat this weekend? This past weekend? Oh, yeah. Old man Rivers.
Well, wait till you hear the next thing after I tell you.
Oh, man. I'm going to go Titans.
All right. So next we've got Vikings at Colts. Dub and Bear both took the Colts.
And they struggled to beat the Jaguars.
I'm taking the Vikings. Parrot?
I'm taking the Vikings, too.
Shit. Swing vote. The Vikings are going to redeem themselves this week after that sloshing to fucking Green Bay last week.
Yeah. Because at least it was Aaron Rodgers and the Packers.
They're going to be pissed. They started off 2-0 Browns and 2-0 Colts, and we fucking took Bengals and Vikings.
Yeah. But, I mean, the Vikings at least lost to the Packers, though.
Right. All right. Bills at Dolphins. Bills across the board?
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on, you're holding up my show.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, 49ers at Jets. Niners?
Niners.
Yeah, Niners.
Rams at Eagles. I got Rams. The other two got Rams.
Rams.
Cody?
Yeah, Rams.
Steelers,
Rams.
Broncos at Steelers. Those two guys took the Steelers. I'm also taking the Steelers, so Steelers for the pod.
As am I.
Yeah, I guess I'll pick Dirtbag Ben again.
All right. This will be a good one. Panthers at Bucks.
What are they doing?
They both took the Bucks. Barrett, what you
I'm
got?
taking the Bucks.
All right, I'm taking the Bucks too. I just don't see they can't go down 0-2 in their division.
Yeah, give me.
I don't see him going 0-2. I don't see him going down 0-2.
Yep. Bucks for you as well, Parrot.
Yes, sir.
All right, football team at Cardinals. Those guys, the Cardinals. I put it in as football team, dude. I changed so for my fantasy football team with Johnny. The team's name is actually Fantasy Football Team.
Nice.
They both took the Cardinals. I'm also taking the Cardinals.
Man. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Cardinals.
Motherfucker, you always think
I know.
Man, there was 16 games last week. You went 6-10. Stop thinking.
I shouldn't have went 6-10. No, that's the problem.
Yeah, it's maybe 7 and 9. All right, Chiefs at Chargers. They got the chefs. I've got the chefs.
I have the
Yeah,
chef.
Chiefs.
All right, Ravens at Texans.
I'm going Baltimore.
Ravens for Bobo. Texans for Dub. I'm taking the Ravens too.
Yeah, Ravens. Oh, what the hell Dub was thinking on that one.
He's high. All right, so on to the next one. Sunday Night Football. Patriots at Sea Chickens. They both took the Seahawks.
It's in Seattle?
Yeah, with no
Seattle.
fans.
Don't matter. You still got to go to the West Coast and play. Coming from the East Coast.
I still think Cam's got a chip, man. I'm going to take the upset here. Give me the Patriots. Because the Pod's taking the Seahawks, so.
I'm taking the Pats.
All right, I like it. And last but not least, Monday night, Saints at Raiders. Those two have the Saints. I'm also taking the Saints, but wouldn't be surprised if the Raiders kind of squeaked one out here. Wouldn't surprise me.
Give me LA. Give me Las Vegas. I don't know why I said LA.
Give me L.A. You want Vegas. Okay.
Vegas, right?
So we both,
Is Michael Thomas playing?
No,
no, he's
Because I
not.
know he was. Say that again.
He's not.
out for a couple weeks.
Oh, he's not playing?
No.
Ooh, well, I'm going to go to Raiders.
All right, I'm going to stick with the Saints because I think I wouldn't be surprised if the Raiders win this outright, but I'm going to stick with the Saints. So we will we'll be good, man. All right. So are we right? We'll get the picks in. I got to get them to Bear Covington. But are you guys ready for some trivia?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I should say. Hey, Bear, can you give Bear updated? Oh, no, not here. Oh, fuck. All right. So no updated standings, but I think I'm going to keep track of the points just because I want Bear to be able to answer them.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Got to make sure Jeremy is ready. He is ready, so I'm going to share my screen. All right, he is ready to go. And go. Here we go. Let's start off with an MLB question for 2 points going into tonight. How many players are currently hitting 300 or better this season? Closest to the number gets 2 points. We use in the chat box.
Yeah.
Sure.
Where the hell's my chat box? Here we go. Let me know when y'all are ready.
I'm good.
Hey, Conor Barrett, you'll never lose that chat box.
That's right. You guys ready?
Yes, sir.
All
Yeah.
right. 3, 2, 1, and go. Ooh, 8, 8, and 17. I just figured there's less games, so the batting average has still got to be high.
True.
25. Winner, winner. I'll take my 2 points.
Oh, damn.
Goddamn!
Yeah, well, yeah.
All right, next up. What are the only 2 NFC teams that did not have a 100-yard rusher in any game last year? 2 points for each. NFC teams
Damn.
that did not have a 100-yard rusher last year.
NFC.
NFC. Welcome to the XFL. All right, I'm good when you guys are.
That's it. Dude, I gotta try to think. Like, you don't think about conferences until you have to.
You're done. I'm done. Cody Bryant.
All right. Yep.
3, 2, 1, and go. The Arizona Bears, Bucks, Redskins, Washington, Detroit. Here we go. Go. The Arizona Bears. And go Falcons and Rams. Really?
Huh.
Wow, so Gurley didn't rush for 100 yards. Damn.
Well, I know he didn't play. He missed a bunch of games last season, but the other guy they had
I
in,
don't give a fuck.
I figured he had one at least.
Out of here. Goddamn fools. Don't be talking about no motherfucking shit. Almost Tampa. Jones had 106 games. Son of a bitch. So mad right now. All right, so he said, before I get to my last question,
Oh man.
I want to say my Jazz look pretty good now to do better than the Clippers did
Here we
against the
go.
Nuggets. As we had a chance to win at the buzzer. Plus, the Jazz were without their second leading scorer the entire series. If you take any team in the entire NBA and take their second leading scorer off their team, nobody in the league would beat Denver in a 7-game series. So I am proud of my Jazz. With that said, the Clippers and Bucks were thought to be the two most dangerous teams in the NBA in the league and stiffest competition for the Lakers, but with both of them gone, it sure is setting up nicely for the Lakers. It's got me thinking. The last time they won a championship was during the 2009-2010 season. So let's do a prove-it game, which I expect Cody Bryant to take this challenge. How many players can you name from their championship roster?
Oh man.
So, Parrot, how many can you name?
3.
Really? Cody Bryant?
Oh boy. On the safe side, I'm gonna say 5.
Whew.
Just be safe. I can say 5.
Hold on. I'm going to just write down a few just to. So, 2009-2010, that's when they beat the Celtics. Came back and beat the
Yep.
Celtics. I can remember that.
Wait a second. Let's see.
I think I can do 6.
Prove it.
I think, damn it, okay. I'm thinking now, I think I got a good chance at that too, but whatever. Here we go.
All right, so I'm gonna just type to Jeremy. You guys can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Let me take the easy one now. 1. Pow.
PAU, sucker. He ain't
Get the fuck-
Japanese.
Sorry. Oh, he was Kung Pao chicken.
Kung Pao gets all.
Meta World Peace. So that's 3. God damn it, we just fuck. Oh, Andrew Bynum, duh. So that's how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. What's Kardashian? Lamar. 5. Oh, Derek Fisher. And then fucking Luke Walton was there too, so give me 7. Bam! Suck it. I remember because that was a heartbreaking year for me. I thought we were winning again. Any other guesses? No. Do you guys got anything else?
Well, who was that? I don't want to say Pachulia. It's not Pachulia. Zaja. Petrovic, I think it was. He was actually a starter because Derek Fisher came off the bench. Luke Walton came off the bench.
Wasn't Matt Barnes?
Who?
Matt Barnes.
Oh, here we go. Shannon Brown, Jordan Farmar, DJ Benga, Josh Paul,
DJ Benga.
DJ Benga.
Yeah, Sasha Vujacic.
Yeah, Sasha Vujacic.
Yeah, Sasha.
He said Zaza Pachulia is what I thought you were going with.
Sasha.
Josh
Adam
Paul.
Morrison.
Adam Morrison.
Yeah. Adam Morrison ended up. Yeah, he was diabetic, so he didn't play a lot. That's when they found out like how bad it was.
It's like Ray Finkel. He still got himself a ring.
Yeah. DJ Benga was my dude, man. He was all right. He ain't take no shit. He was terrible, but he ain't take no shit.
So, Jeremy just responded, I really enjoyed listening to the sports trivia episode. I wanted that second round to be tougher, so I didn't get any. That was a 10-point question remarks, but I really stumped you guys pretty good on some of them. The tourney was a great listen as well, despite some controversial decisions. I actually did not like Any Given Sunday that much, but I definitely respect the film and can see why others liked it. I just thought the plot was generic. There was no real likable characters, and it was all over the place. But it seemed ultra-realistic and was brilliantly filmed. Come on, man, Oliver Stone. I just enjoy more a story, I think, but I can see how it could win it all. My top 4 are Karate Kid, just because that is one of my favorite movies of all time. Number 2, Hoop Dreams. That movie changed my life. My first documentary I ever saw, and it was amazing. I think Cody is the only one of you guys to see it, so you owe it to yourselves to watch sometime. I've seen it. It's good. I don't have – because that's the Chicago Kids, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's a good movie. I don't have enough good things to say about that movie. Then my number 3 is A League of Their Own. Yeah. I never thought I'd love that movie as much as I did, but I thought it was so good. But again, you're just talking about movies that are all over the place, don't make sense. It wasn't really a documentary about the women playing baseball. It was more about Jimmy Dugan and Tom Hanks being a drunk manager, and there's no crying in baseball.
Right. Yeah, that's all you really get from that movie.
And then The Wrestler, number 4. That was a perfect wrestling movie. It could not have been any better. As for the stupid comedies that littered the field, I'd go Kingpin and Dodgeball as my 2 favorites in that genre. Overall, though, it was a great listen. That's all I have this week. See you guys for wrestling. And I love the feedback. And we got to remember, just so you guys know, it's sometime in October. You guys remember we said every time we get to about the 225th episode, 226, we're going to do Sports Movie Jeopardy. Not Sports Movie Jeopardy, excuse me. Wrestling and Sports Jeopardy. And it's me and Bear against Cody, Bryant, and Parrot because we can't beat Cody in Jeopardy. So it's only fair to do it that way. So Cody gets the Parrot. And me but hey, Parrot, you beat Cody in the last Jeopardy sports movie. So, yeah, so it's going to be me and Bear against you two. I got the tag team titles every 25th episode. But I think what we're going to do is this is what, 217. So we've got 19, 21, 23, 25. So 4 weeks. 4 weeks from now, we're going to have that. So episode 225, we'll make our picks, and then we'll finish with Sports Movie Jeopardy. And then maybe like after round 1, we'll end the show, and then we'll go into round 2 and then finish wrestling. So that it's episode 225 and 226. What do you guys think of that?
I like it.
Good.
All right, we'll do that. So we're looking forward to that. So episodes 225, 226, we'll get sports and part 1 of Jeopardy. And then episode 226 will be part 2 and then wrestling. So looking forward to that. We're going to have a good time. And thank you, Jeremy, for the wonderful sports trivia. And it looks like I got 12 on that one. So that should put me over 600. Suck it. Thank you. Sorry for you, Cody. I apologize that I'm going to get those points.
I'm surprised you got that. What you got?
Hey, man. I remember that year very well because the Celtics lost it in 7, man. So I remember all that shit that happened. It was rough.
No, that year, that was the only time I ever dated a girl that liked the Lakers too. So that was a very enjoyable series.
All right, who's the wife like?
She don't really like it. Man.
She's
Dude,
gonna,
if I'd have found this out in the beginning, I don't know. We've been on shaky ground then. She's a LeBron fan.
well, now he's with the Lakers, so you gotta like her.
No, it don't count. It don't count. It don't
Bullshit.
matter. No,
Bullshit.
it don't matter.
Dude, it do
No,
matter.
this is like no. This is like the dude that this is like the one cheerleader that everybody wanted to be with in high school. That now after she's been ran through, the dude that had the biggest crush on her that didn't want nothing that she wanted nothing to do with. Now all of a sudden he dating her and he carrying along her 3 kids with him.
Right. Well, it is what it is, Cody. You'll be okay.
That's
All
what
right.
it is. That's what.
This ran long. We gotta wrap this shit up. So, give me the year. Redskins NFL franchise plays first game in Washington at Griffith Stadium. Defeat the New York Giants 13-3. What year?
69.
Cody?
45.
37. Buffalo's O.J. Simpson rushes for a then NFL record 250 yards in Buffalo's 31 win at New England.
78.
76.
73. Greg Maddux of the Braves sets record for 17 consecutive road victories.
93.
Parrott?
I said 83.
95. Sammy Sosa becomes the second player to hit 50 or more home runs in 3 consecutive years.
2000.
Yeah, I went 2000.
2000. Kansas City quarterback Patrick Mahomes sets NFL record of 10 touchdowns in first 2 weeks of a season, torching Pittsburgh's secondary with 6 TDs, leads the Chiefs to a 42-37 victory on the road.
2019, 18.
2018. Yes. That was an easy one. All right. Happy birthday is he? I don't think he's still alive, is he? I got to check this out. Hold on. I got to. He's got to be dead by now.
Who'd you kill?
Oh, I didn't know he's still alive. 86.
You just killed him.
Elgin Baylor, man.
You just killed him.
He 86 years old.
One of the best Lakers to not win a title.
Goddamn. Elgin Baylor. Happy birthday, 62nd birthday to Oral Hershiser. Happy birthday, 65 to Robin Yount. Damn, he's his birthday too? Shit. Happy birthday to Tim
65?
Raines. Right. Tim Raines, 61.
Damn. Rock.
Happy 60th birthday to Mickey Tettleton, Texas Rangers catcher.
Damn, he that young or old?
Right.
I figured he was older than that.
Damn, there's a lot of birthdays. I'm kind of shocked. Goddamn, there's a lot of birthdays today, motherfucker. Dan DeCow, 42. American basketball player.
Man, we don't need to bring him up. He ain't nobody.
All right, he's out. All right, that's it. That's all I got. So thanks to Wes Anderson for Moments of Time. Check him out on Facebook, Wes Anderson Music. Give him a follow on the Twitter at Songs by Wes. Thanks to All Wear Clothing. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Crandall Scotty Landscaping, 419-704-5471. Connell Barrett, datingtransformation.com. Sorry to Sparty Steve, we couldn't get you on the show, but thanks for everything you do for us. And as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night.
Go get your spicy nuggies.
Go get that money, too.